So welcome to this class. My name is Hesbon Odwor. So before we continue, let me take the register of today to see if you are present. So Videlis Wanyama. Okay, Dennis Mishira.
Present.
Okay. So today we are having a lesson about welding. So, and the title of today, the lesson title is the identification of workshop tools used in welding. And the objectives of today are, by the end of the session, the trainee should be able to identify workshop tools in the welding practices. So, in our last class, we looked at welding types of welding, and we looked at the various of them. So, can any one of you tell me any one of the welding types we looked at? Kindly unmute your microphone and just give me one.
Arc welding.
Yes, that is that good. Arc welding. Then another one we looked at. Dennis? Yeah, so it looks like Dennis can't hear me. So we will proceed. So today we are going to look at tools used in welding. So allow me to share my screen. No, let me share. I'm sharing it now.
I'm not seeing your screen.
Just give me time. I'm sharing. So please tell me if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Videlis, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I'm able to see it.
Can you read what you are seeing?
Tools used in welding.
Yes. And Dennis, are you able to see my screen?
No, I'm not seeing your screen.
So I think there's a problem of technicalities. So maybe Dennis will give it some time before you see your screen. But before that, because of time, you just bear with us, Dennis. So just allow us to continue. So today as I said, we are going to look at tools used in welding. So the first, Videlis, can you be able to read for us the first slide that I'm sharing?
The welder uses a hand tool and other tools to necessary assemble, to disassemble parts of the welding, and 3, perform equipment maintenance.
Yes, thank you very much. So we are moving to the next slide. So tell me if you can be able to see the next slide. Dennis, are you still not seeing the screen?
Yes, I'm seeing classification of welding tools.
Yes, that's nice. So how do we classify welding tools? Welding tools are classified according to 4 categories. So the first one is measuring tools. The second one is marking out tools. The third one is hand tools. And the fourth one is the clamps. Videlis, can you hear me? Videlis, are you together?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So we move on to, let us look at measuring tools. So Dennis, can you read me the first measuring tool that is being displayed on the screen? Dennis? Pardon? Okay, sorry. Let me take it slow. So, are you able to see the slide that I'm displaying right now? It's about the measuring tools. Are you able to see the slide that I'm displaying? Dennis?
I'm able to see. I can only see the slide on classification of welding tools.
Oh, so it seems there's a problem of network, but you are supposed to see the slide, the third slide, which is about measuring tools. So, since Dennis, you are not seeing the slide about measuring tools, I think we just listen to the audio, then we just understand. So, Videlis, at your end, are you able to see the measuring tools slide?
Yes, I'm able to see the measuring tools.
Okay. So, measuring tools, there are a number of them. So, the first measuring tool, we have compass and dividers. So, compass and dividers are used for scribing circles or stepping off a series of equal intervals. Then we have the second measuring tool, the steel measuring tape. It's the most convenient sizes are 16-inch and 24-inch tapes. These are also useful for measuring curved surfaces. Then we have precision steel rules. They are available in lengths from 6 to 72 inches. These true rules are for measuring along or drawing straight line. So we also have builders and torpedo levels. Delis, can you read for us the builders and torpedo levels? What are the functions? Yes, Delis?
Positive only showing the marking out tools. Scroll upward.
Okay, let me scroll. Are you seeing now?
No, scroll. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing measuring tools.
Yes. I read two measuring tools, three. So the first one was compass dividers. The second one was steel measuring tape and the precision steel rules. So I wanted you to read for us the function of builders and torpedo levels. The fourth one.
Okay, builders and torpedo levels. To larger builders levels whenever possible because it's more accurate and measure over a long span.
Yes, thank you very much. So we move on to the next slide. So tell me if you can be able to see the next slide. Are you able to see the next slide?
See the marking out tools.
Yes, marking out tools. So marking out tools. The following items will mark metal. Snapped chalk lines, which use a mason's tree. Welder's chalk, also called soapstone. Ballpoint metal marking pen. Silver streak welder's pencil. Felt tip pen, such as Sharpie. So we have in our next slide, are you able to see the next slide? Displaying scribers and center punch. You are able to see. Hello? Are you able to see? Oh, Dennis, okay, I brought it back. Are you able to see the center punches and the continuation of the previous slide? So we have a scriber on your screen. The scribers are displayed on the left of the screen of the slide, and the one on the right are the center punch. So who can read me the function of the scriber? Vincent? The scriber.
It makes a map. When you use the scriber to make a line.
Yes, and the center punch is used to mark the center of a point. So they are displayed there. So then we have welding hand tools. Welding hand tools. In this case, we have a chipping hammer. Chipping hammer is used to scrape slag from metal. As you can see, after welding, the slag that is formed on the top of the weld it's supposed to be removed. So you use a welding hammer. So because as you can see, the welding hammer has a sharp edge that can help you easily remove the slag. So in our next slide, I think you are able to see the next slide. Are you able to see the next slide, Dennis? Dennis? Vincent? Hello, Vincent? So it seems Vincent is not with us. So we will continue. Our next slide is about files. Files, they are of various types. So the function of files is for bringing an oversized part down to exact dimensions, removing a hazardous razor edge or bar. So as you can see on your screen, they are displayed. There are various of them. There are flat files and round files, and the other ones, as you can see them, they are of different shapes. So we can also look at pliers. Pliers, they are displayed on your screen. Pliers such as channel locks, they are used for moving hot metal safely. For removing, I think that was supposed to be removing metal. Then we have hammers. Hammers, they are made of numerous types, as you can see on your screen, and they are extremely useful in welding and metal work. So then we have cold chisel. Cold chisel are used to cut, used to shear bolts, pins, rivets, rods, and other metals. So before we conclude, I will able to let me ask you a few questions, if you can be able to answer. So what was the function? What was the function of chipping hammer? Can you, Dennis? Can you able to answer? What was the function of the chipping hammer? Dennis?
Function of what?
Function of chipping hammer. What did we say was the function of the chipping hammer?
The function, let me try.
Yes, just try.
The function is to it used to make nails into maybe the board by hammering.
Yes, we said a chipping hammer is used when we are welding. After welding, we have to remove the metal slag that is formed when we are welding. So we remove that slag using a chipping hammer. So to conclude our lesson, I have an assignment for you, and the assignment reads, because I'm still sharing the screen, as you can see, the assignment is, with the aid of a sketch, explain the function of N3 gas welding equipment. And this assignment is due on 28th this month. So thank you for attending this class. It's bye for now.